Good morning, students. Welcome to the 4th standard English class. Dear students, in previous class we have completed lesson number 10 exercises. In that exercises we have completed difficult words and their meanings, question answers, who said to whom, make own sentences, and as well as we have discussed language development activity also. Today in this video, we will learn lesson number 10 grammar part. In this grammar part, we will learn kinds of sentences. In this grammar part, we will learn kinds of sentences. First, let me tell you what is sentence. A group of words which make complete sense is called sentence. What is a sentence? A group of words which make complete sense is called sentence. For example, I go to school. It is meaningful and complete sentence. Yes or no? Yes. So this is sentence. And it has a full stop. Sentence has a full stop. And some sentence has a question mark or an exclamatory mark. Yes or no? Yes. So now let's see the kinds of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. First one is declarative or assertive sentences. Second one interrogative sentences. Third one imperative sentences. Fourth one exclamatory sentences. First one, look at the first one, declarative or assertive sentences. Yes, look at here. Sentence is a sentence that tells something. Sentence is a sentence. Okay. And that sentence will tell something. And the sentence ends with a full stop. Declarative sentence ends with a full stop. Okay, now let me tell you the definition. Okay, a sentence which makes a statement or an assertion is called an assertive or a declarative sentence. For example, Naina is a good girl. See, this sentence is meaningful sentence and this sentence end by the full stop. Yes or no? This sentence end by the full stop. This sentence is telling something, no? Yes. Got it? Yes. Now let's move to the next one. Interrogative sentences. Sentence is a sentence that asks something. Look at here. Sentence is a sentence. But if that sentence is asking something, then it is a interrogative sentence. So this sentence end with a question mark. Okay, why? Because here we are asking something. So that's why here this sentence, this interrogative sentence are going to end by a question mark. Okay, yes, a sentence which asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. Look at here, children. Listen here very carefully. A sentence which asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. Which sentence is going to ask a question? For that sentence, we will call here interrogative sentence. For example, when do you go to school? Look at here. This sentence end by the question mark because here they are asking the question when. When this word shows the or when this word is asking something here. Okay, so here this sentence end by the question mark. And let me tell you one more example. What is your name? Or else where are you going? This both sentence also end by the question mark. Yes or no? So for these examples we will call here interrogative sentences. So let's move to the next one. Imperative sentences. Look at here. Imperative sentence gives advice or instruction or request or command. It ends with full stop. What will happen in imperative? Yes, a sentence which expresses an order. If the sentence is going to express an order, if the sentence is going to express request, if the sentence is going to express a piece or advice, is called an imperative sentence. Okay, look at the examples here. Sit down. It is order. Sit down. This sentence shows the order. See, look at here, children. Whenever teachers enter the class, you all will tell good morning. Yes or no? You all are going to wish the teacher no. So after that, all the teachers are going to tell you people to sit down. Yes or no? So that sit down shows the order. Then look at the next one example. Please open the window. Please open the window. Here this please shows the request. Here this please shows the request. Okay, or else whenever if you want anybody's classwork, then whenever you are going to ask the classwork or textbook or something, then you all are going to use please, no? So that please shows the request. Then look at the next one example. Always speak the truth. Yes, if anybody did the mistake, your elders are going to tell you, always speak the truth. If the person is going to tell the lie, then they will tell no, don't tell the lie. You should always speak the truth, or else you should always tell the truth. So that is advice. Okay. Yes, moving to the last one sentence. An exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence shows anger, fright, surprise, happiness, or other strong feelings. And it ends with an exclamation mark. Yes, look at here. A sentence which expresses sudden or strong feelings. Which sentence expresses sudden or strong feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. For example, run, there is a fire. Run, there is a fire. Okay, yes, then let me tell you two more examples. Oh, you are here. Then, hey, don't use my laptop. If somebody is going to use your own laptop, then you people are going to tell them no. Hey, don't use my laptop. Yes or no? Yes. And this exclamatory sentence, in this exclamatory sentences, always we are going to use exclamation mark. We are going to use exclamation mark. Got it? So dear students, I hope you all understood this. Okay. So now let's discuss the exercise of this grammar part. Okay. Yes. Read the sentences in column A. Read the sentences in column A and match them with the types of sentences from the column B. Write the answers. Yes. First one, look at in the column A. We are Indians. We are Indians. Which sentence it is? It is declarative sentence. So here we should match it to declarative sentence. Okay. Then please bring my bag. Please bring my bag. Please. This please shows request. Yes or no? So this B1 we should match it to request. Then C1, where do you go for your art lesson? Where do you go for your art lesson? This sentence shows interrogation. Interrogative. This is interrogative sentence. Then D1, go home just now. Go home just now. So this is command. So this sentence shows the command. Okay. Then E1, keep your environment clean. Yes, this sentence shows an advice. Then F1, walk on your left. This is the instruction. Okay. Moving to the next one question. Complete each sentence by putting the missing end mark. Write D for a declarative sentence and I for an interrogative sentence in the box. Yes, first one, do I have to answer all your questions? Yes, here they are asking the question. So first we have to put the question mark here. Then in the bracket we have to write I. Okay, because it is interrogative sentence. Next one, is it possible to enroll for the class in the middle of the year? Yes, here also we should put the question mark and in the bracket we should write I. Then next one sentence, why don't you check that up? Yes, here also we should put the question mark and in the bracket here we should write I because it is interrogative sentence. Then next one, I will ask my parents if they will let me learn the piano. Yes, look at here sentence. I will ask my parents if they will let me learn the piano. So here we should put the full point because it is declarative. So in the bracket also we should write here D. Then perhaps I should speak to them about it too. This is also declarative. So that's why here we have to put a full point. Then in the bracket we have to write D. Then when I go home, you could accompany me. So this is also declarative sentence. So after the sentence we have to put here full stop. Then we in the bracket we should write D. Then are you really keen to playing the piano? Here they are asking the question. So that's why here we should put the question mark because it is interrogative sentence. In the bracket we should write I. Then yes, I am. Here we have to put the full point. In the bracket we have to write D. Okay, understood? Yes. Then question number 3. Complete each sentence by putting the missing end mark. Write E if it is an exclamatory sentence and I am if it is an imperative sentence in the box. First one, please clean up your room. Please clean up your room. After the sentence we have to put here full stop. Then in the bracket we should write I am because it is imperative sentence. Okay. Then B1, what a mess. What a mess. Here we have to put a exclamation mark. Okay. So in the bracket we should write E because it is exclamatory sentence. Okay. Then C1, let's all go to play. Let's all go to play. This sentence is ending by the full stop. So that's why here we have to put a full stop. Then in the bracket we should write I am. Then last one, D1. Don't put your finger in it. Don't put your finger in it. Here we have to put full point. Then in the bracket we should write I am. Got it? So moving to the challenge question. Rearrange and punctuate the groups of words to form sentences. Write the types of each sentence. Yes, here they have mixed up the words. So we have to rearrange the words and we have to make it a meaningful sentence here. After making the meaningful sentence, we have to tell which sentence it is. Okay. Yes. Look at the A1. You live, do, where, now. You live, do, where, now. So we have to rearrange this sentence. Look at the answer. Where do you live now? So after writing this sentence, we have to put a question mark because it is interrogative. Because it is interrogative sentence. In the bracket, we have to write interrogative. Okay. Next one, live we in Mumbai. Live we in Mumbai. Answer, we live in Mumbai. After ending the sentence, we have to put here full point. Why? Because it is a declarative sentence. Okay, so in the bracket we have to write declarative. Then C1, is he wonderful? What batsman A? Yes, answer, what a wonderful batsman he is. Let me repeat the sentence. What a wonderful batsman he is. This sentence end by the exclamation mark because it is exclamatory sentence. So in the bracket we should write exclamatory. Okay. Then D1, crying stop a baby like. Answer, stop crying like a baby. Stop crying like a baby. So after the sentence we have to put here full point because it is imperative sentence. In the bracket also we should write imperative. Got it? So dear students, in this video totally we have completed lesson number 10. So you all have to complete lesson number 10, all the exercises in your classwork neatly. You should write neat handwriting in your classwork. Thank you, children.